rafters and the ropes of the ship. Bo, you are still on deck. Cosmo, you decided to climb onto the bird to get a better vantage point for attacking and are on its head now. You just dealt a pretty powerful blow to its head, but it just seemed angry. And now it is going directly for the power source of the airship, the giant crystal in the middle of the ship. It rears back its head and is going to make an attack.
Stupid bird! It's not food!
And it fucking misses. So, it's very awkward to try to get to this crystal because of all of the sails and the roping and everything that's kind of in its way, and it's too large and it can't quite get an attack on it. But that is its turn. It is, instead of hitting the crystal though, it does throw its feet into the deck, leaving a sizable hole in the flooring of the deck itself. And it rears back its head and bits of splintered wood fly everywhere. And Mary, from your vantage point up in the ropes, you can see that the bird is starting to get tangled, and you can see Cosmo on its head. It is your turn. What do you do?
I had the Constitution one on me.
And Kalos has strength. And my mistake, before it's your turn, I believe the rock needs to make a wisdom saving throw against its curse. 13.
Ooh.
14? So it does not succeed, it is still cursed.
Heyo. Insult its mother!
All right.
Because of course Mary knows Guiding Bolt.
That hits. With its currently diminished AC, that hits.
Whoa.
All right.
Nice. Jeez.
We'll never get away from that saying, will we? All right,
Nope.
so you slash it with a guiding bolt, and its wings kind of like go up, like it's trying to get away, but it just gets tangled up in the ropes a little bit more and bubbles the ship. You send out the guiding bolt, and you have to hold tight as the ship bubbles, and Bud, you're kind of holding onto the side of the ship itself, bracing yourself as the bird adds so much weight to the ship. What do you do?
So who was next up?
You are.
I am me? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna start firing off what I've got at it and casting Scorching Ray again. Does just the first one have advantage, or do all of them have advantage for Guiding Bolt?
Just the first attack.
Okay. Okay, attack roll. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one attack roll.
So Scorching Ray has 3 of those. So yeah, kind of like conjure up more like daggers of fire, just kind of trying to aim for its head. The first one is good for advantage. Modified 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Second one, 18 to hit. Third one is 15 to hit.
What was the second one?
18.
Yeah, they all hit.
Oh, very nice. All right. 2, 3, 4. I like having lots of dice. No, there's a lot of 1s in there, but a lot of 5s too. Okay. 15. Yeah, right. Yeah, 21 points of fire damage.
Nice. Okay, so you actually throw out all of your scorching rays, and it's a massive target, so you're able to catch Purchase easily. But as each scorching ray hits this bird, you can see bits of charred feathers fly off of itself and kind of burn up in the atmosphere.
Keep going, guys!
What was the damage?
21.
21, nice. Screw doing math in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, so up next is the crew. Talos, you are on deck. No pun intended. And the crew, half of them are going to attempt to turn these cannons around. They're really heavy, so it's going to take their entire turn to do that. This cannon, though, is going to attempt to hit the bird with disadvantage because the bird is on the ship, and the cannons are designed to hit targets on a ship.
Weird. Wonder who would design cannons like that.
Well, actually, that hits. All right.
Nice. Nice shot.
And they take. Massive Bird takes 16 bludgeoning damage. Alright. And Talos, this cannon went off right below you and hit the bird's wings. You were up in the ropes trying to get a better vantage point yourself. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Alright.
More Guiding Bolt. It's just energy blast after energy blast. Interspersed with cannon fire, yeah.
17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Yes, that is true. We do mostly AP.
That's 9 points of damage, and then I want to use my bonus attack to hit with my spiritual weapon.
Yes, which is on the field. Absolutely.
That was a 10.
10 misses. Unfortunately, you do have to use your focus to guide your spiritual weapon. And there is so much going on. You are high above in this airship, flying through the sky, being attacked by a giant bird. And as you do hit Purchase with your guiding bolt, you can't quite focus enough to get the spiritual weapon to hit as well. But that is fine, because the next attack does have advantage, and the next up is the person literally riding the back of this thing, Cosmos. What will it be?
Alright, I don't remember. Did I already magic my weapon in this battle? I think I did when the imps showed up.
That was like days ago.
Yes, this is a different battle.
Okay, I want to do that again then, as a, I think it's a bonus action. So I want to cast a magic weapon, which will add +1 to attack and damage.
Excellent. Do you say or do anything to imbue your weapon with magical abilities?
I think I will go with what I did last time. It's just gonna be a simple buy the green man. We're fans of him.
It's like he's your employer or something.
Yeah, he's the boss man. Boss tree, I guess. And okay, and then I want to do a great sword attack, and that's a
Grab God's hammer.
21 to hit.
You do have advantage, so if you haven't already rolled once, go ahead and try rolling again.
Well, you know.
Oh, I rolled a 20. I got 21 to hit.
With advantage?
Yeah. But if, go ahead and roll with advantage anyways, because you might get a natural.
You might,
okay.
that possible crit though. Life is good, but it could be better.
I got a 7 that time.
Okay, well the 21 hits.
We'll go with the first one then.
So that's a 2d6 plus 3, so that's 15 damage. I want to make it smite. So when I hit, oh come on. That's a plus 2d8. This is just my divine smite, so that's another 7 damage on top of that. And then I'm gonna, do my second attack.
Alright, this is just regular, no advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I got it. This one needed it more than the other one did. I did hit, I got a 3.
A 3?
So.
Plus your strength?
Yeah, 3 plus 6, so 9.
A 9. No, yes, that does miss, unfortunately. And what happens is you're able to get another clean strike in, and it finds a lot of purchase. But you're causing this creature a lot of pain, and what it then decides to do on its turn is begin to move up, which the movement causes you to miss your second strike. And as it moves up, it's actually going to just get some distance between itself and the ship. And when it starts to move, it begins to flap its giant wings. And just the wings propel a large gust of wind with just the sheer mass of it. I need everyone to roll
what do we
Dex.
roll? Dex?
Dex save or acrobatics? That's actually the same for me. Never mind.
How about you can choose between acrobatics or
Acrobatics or what?
athletics.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. I got a 19. That could have been bad.
I got a 19.
I got a nat 20.
Nat
Wait, are we doing
20. 14.
Acrobatics? I did dexterity. Doesn't matter. It's the same.
It's the same. Either one. Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Strength versus dex.
Okay, I got a 17. I pressed dex instead of acrobatics.
Okay. Okay. So, you guys are all able to hold on as the bird lifts itself from the ship. You all stumble and also hold on very tightly to the rope as the wind is blowing around you. Your clothes get blown to the side, and some of you even get so close to look down below you, and you just see the vast ocean so far down. You knew if you fell and hit that water, would be very bad for you.
Since I got a 20, can I not even hold on? Can my just superior balance keep me there?
Using
You are surfing this rock giant bird, and your hair is also blowing in the wind. Very fucking epic.
Oh yeah,
Good point.
Oh, great, nice.
Half the crew falls off.
Wow, Josh, way to throw
They
them under the
actually
bus.
all have their own stats. Come up, Captain. Captain succeeds. Barely.
That's
Let's see, Skip.
Fire got
Skip.
snow.
Skip. Who's next? Who's all on deck? Everyone's on deck, right? Captain, Skip. This is Maya. And Pickett. Okay. So the only person below deck is Dirk the cook.
That's-
Oh,
really the only one reasonable enough to be not on deck during this scenario. Hey. That was eaten a while ago. It's a new day.
all right. And Pickett. All right. Okay, so all of you are able to hold on. And some of you, Mary, you're actually holding on to the ropes, and you look down, even though you're holding on, you hear and then see Skip
Oh no!
go off the edge of the ship. Bo. Alright, wait. And Talos, Bo, you see and also Pickett
Oh,
get pushed all the way across the deck. Pickett flies across the deck, hits the back of the railing, flips over. And as you see Pickett flip over, you see lose grip on the railing and also fall. And so now Skip, Pickett, and are all off the ship, flying to their death.
are they holding on to anything, or no? They're like completely off the ship.
They're completely off the ship. They all dramatically failed their athletics checks.
Oh, great.
Thanks,
Well,
Josh. Good job.
like, kind of just reached out and no, okay.
How about, as a reaction, since you did not use your reaction, I say you could use your reaction. Nope, actually, I take it back. You're up on the top deck. Was on the bottom deck. You can't reach him. Nope.
No,
All three
okay.
of them are now plummeting towards the ocean surface.
Mary? Yeah. You might as well.
I have a question.
You better make a decision.
I've got a question. I got a question for it though. If
Yeah.
can I blink someone with me? Can I like Kurt Wagner it and like Nightcrawler bring someone with me? Doing blink?
Blink.
Yeah.
You have blink? That's awesome.
Is
Real.
I don't think you can.
Oh, I see what you mean. No.
Fuck.
No.
I mean-
yes. Dimension door is what you could do to do that. Blink is just yourself.
Okay, can I send my spiritual weapon over to try to get them to
I mean,
stab it?
You have 30
yeah.
seconds.
Just cast Featherfall, man.
That'll happen.
I say that you were looking down, and at this point, you can probably see them all plummeting. So, yeah, you see all. All right.
Well.
It's just more people.
There's no rules for upcasting it.
Mm.
At least not in the raw. But yeah.
Well, the rule, you can cast it on more people. Because that's usually how spells work.
Right. Although if there's more than 10 people, like more than 5 people falling at that point, you know, the DM has decided that you aren't gonna. Yeah.
So okay, yeah, you cast Featherfall on them. They have stopped plummeting to their death and now are gently floating, drifting downwards.
It's not that. It's not as. Yeah. It's better. Not great.
The Master Bird is airborne though now, and Mary, as soon as you cast that reaction, it is also now your turn. Investigation. This will be your action to investigate for a rope.
Ooh.
One of those ships for emergencies? One of those ships for emergencies? They don't have one of those? Well, like lifesaver boats?
They don't know lifeboats.
Cosmo is tied to the ship. Cosmo is tied to the ship though, so if I do fall, I have a rope. I don't know why the crew doesn't, but I do.
Cosmo was looking out for it. OSHA would be very unhappy. They also piloted it into a thunderstorm, so maybe OSHA's not as big a power here. Misty Step. Tensor's floating disc? Yeah. Okay. Make fun of its mother! You should have 50 feet of it.
In our pack?
Any good adventurer has their issued 50 feet of rope. How big an area? Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, there's probably the spell entanglement.
I think it's either 30, 60 feet range.
Entangle. Yeah.
That far below, with how quick your reaction was to cast Featherfall. They're too far below to grab them.
20-foot square, starting from a point within range.
Alright, so you want to cast it so it hits the bottom of the ship while also grabbing, or well, they could at least grab onto the vines. Okay. Alright, I say yes, you can cast it, but all 3 of them are still gonna have to make acrobatics check to see if they can even grab onto the vines.
I think they're really good at those. Wait.
Too soon.
Yep.
Well, you're giving me the best choice they could possibly have. Good move.
Enhance ability is not a miracle worker.
Every single one of them rolled below a 10.
What?
I think they actually want to die.
Yeah, I'm starting to think they've got some sort of.
Rolled below a 10. You did a quick move. And there are vines below the deck, but they're all disorientated. They couldn't quite catch purchase onto these vines that you provided to them. And now the ship is flying past them. Okay. Bo.
Oh, it's really
What?
well, like it didn't even answer when I talked to it. I already talked to this thing and it didn't work, so
Oh boy.
Alright, Bo, you're
Yeah. And overboard! Men! People! Lots of them! Ah! And, Ray of Sickness, rock. Do something there. And just kind of, like, just launch it into its face, basically.
Alright.
We're still in like order of combat, right?
No, we're frozen.
Frozen?
Oh, yeah. 11. I can't, I don't think 11 hit.
No, 11 misses.
Yeah.
Are we still in order of combat?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, streak. Run over to the edge there. Down.
Oh, you're coming in choppy.
Oh, so after I fire off Ray of Sickness, I'm gonna run over to the edge of the deck and like look down where they.
Okay, so you look down where they've fallen.
Fell. So like there's a little.
You're coming in and out. I don't know. It's very choppy. Is it just me?
no, it's probably
No.
So yeah, like right. Yeah. I don't really have much in the way I can do for him right now, but yeah. I take you know, I think maybe they caught the edge and I can help them up, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. Like right there basically.
Alright, okay. Okay, so you run to the edge, and you're kind of trying to see where they're at. And the captain, he actually yells out over the side, hoping that they can hear him. And he yells, "Hold on, lads!" And he turns the ship very sharp, and it takes a like sharp left turn. You guys all grip on really tight as the ship turns. Cosmo, athletics check, please. As you are still tied to the ship.
Oh.
what is my modifier? I rolled a 9, but my modifier is
Captain is.
plus 6, so I got a 15.
Okay, 15. All right, so as you hear the captain call out, you look down at your rope, and you kind of like expect the ink. So you take a step, jump off the bird, and you're able to like swing. Yes.
How far away from my turn?
You're it's Talos than you.
Okay, because I was planning on bailing on the bird anyway on my turn.
Okay.
Can I combine it? Can we like do Talos and then conflate this with my turn?
Ooh.
Talos?
What do you got?
Yeah? So wait. You're bailing?
Yeah, I was gonna jump off the bird anyway,
Okay.
but I want to do a thing.
What?
Okay, let's say this is all happening at the same time. The ship is turning around and also making a descent to try to catch the people who fell. You jump off the bird at the same time that Talos is doing what?
Try to catch. Like, am I close enough to like reach out a hand and try to catch Cosmo or no?
Cosmo's tied to the ship. The bird's above the ship and Cosmo's jumping down.
Okay.
The bird's up higher than the ship. The ship is down low. The bird is flying. Yes.
Okay, so
This is why we need to be in person.
that's why we
Right.
do what? Well, okay, so I can just go then.
Yes.
Okay. I was confused. So I guess I'll do guiding depth again.
All right. Go ahead. This is the bird. And this is the ship going
I
down.
love it.
Ooh.
So I'm not gonna do anything for I'm just gonna
Oh gosh.
Yeah, exactly. All I have is a dragon. The bird is up here. Cosmo
Look at that.
is up. This is the ship. The ship is turning away. Cosmo is going with the ship.
Okay. Then I don't
Wait, did Talos finish?
So this is casting guiding bolt right now. Go ahead and roll.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna see what happens.
Okay.
Hold your...
All right. So go ahead, Cosmo. What are you doing?
So I see that the ship is bailing on the bird, so I want to jump off the bird. I have a 50-foot radius rope with the ship, so I want to Tarzan swing into the people falling off and grab them all because they weigh nothing, right? So
Well, they still have weight. They just have featherfall. So, all right. Okay. Yes. No, this is good. This is good. Okay, let's think about this.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Came in like a wrecking
Oh,
ball.
okay.
There,
I guess I would try to
the
jump
bottom of
off
the ship
and do more of a.
is covered in vines.
Oh right.
So
20
here is
versus
the ship. It is covered in vines. It is heading towards the people, making a turn. So it's supposed to turn around. So we're
But
still in
there's 20
mid-turn.
There's 20 feet of vines and 50 feet of rope.
Right, but she's tied to the ship.
Yeah.
So you still have to consider the length of the ship going down.
I'm not sure if Cosmo... Yeah.
I don't think that, like, I would still do this.
Okay.
So I would jump right over or as close to the people as possible and try not to hit them with my body, try to, like, grab their clothing or something.
Okay.
And like bring them together. And then probably drop with me.
Because of like, so the ship still needs to turn around, even though it's taking a sharp turn. You're jumping off as it's turning, so you do swing, like the ship's turning, right? And you're swinging down as the ship is turning, but they haven't reached the people yet. So you actually swing down underneath the ship. You see the tanglement of vines, and you can grab onto those vines, and now you're below the ship.
Okay.
Turning around, heading back towards the people that are falling.
So I'm waiting basically for the ship to reapproach the people.
Yes.
Okay. I will try to grab them. Hopefully they can grab the vines themselves, but I guess I'll wait.
Okay. So now you're on the bottom of the ship, attached to holding onto the vines of entanglement. It is the bird's turn.
Oh, of course.
And all right. Yeah. Let me think. It's going to chase after the ship. Okay. Interesting. It's going to chase after the ship, so it can only take one thing. It can only move. So that's its thing. It can only move, right? Because it's still cursed. So it's moving after the ship. Unfortunately, the screen is no longer accurate, but I'm not sure how to do a ship bird chase thing. But the bird is going to attempt to make a wisdom saving throw to break the curse. Nope. It rolled a 4. So that's all it can do. It can only chase. Mary, you're up. The ship has now turned around and is descending towards the people who are falling. Thankfully, they're falling slowly. But it's going to the ship will not reach these people until it's turn. So you're still heading towards the people. Pursued by a giant bird.
It's Tuesday. Y'all.
Yeah, go ahead. That's your action. You still have your movement and your bonus action. 13? Yes, that's good enough. You definitely find you actually crawl up a little bit close up the racker a little bit, and you find some free rope, like just kind of fold around like a wooden beam, and you're able to undo it real quick, and now you have 50 feet of rope. Okay. So you're kind of rating yourself. So you get as low down from the roping that you're on right now with the 50 feet of rope they have, like kind of over your shoulder. And now you're keeping an eye out for the people that's overboard. Perfect. So up next is Bo, and then it'll be the ship's turn.
All right. Yeah. So between like looking down, I see like friends going for the save. I turn the bird's still chasing, right? Like
Yes.
Okay.
Still in hot pursuit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness again on it, and just kind of this greenish the green energy just kind of blasts out from it, and that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay. So it takes 2d8 and has to make a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned until the end of my next turn.
That's pretty good.
Oh wow, that's 14 points of poison damage.
Nice. Okay. It did roll 21 on its Constitution saving throw.
Figures. Yeah.
So you spray it right in the face, but it kind of just shakes it off. Very beefy bird. You think maybe because of like being in the atmosphere and stuff, the skull dissipated very quickly.
Yeah.
But it is the ship's turn, and the captain does his best to kind of just not wanting to get underneath the people because he's not quite sure how that works physics-wise. He actually slows the ship down to the speed. This is weird physics, right? Right, because they're not just falling down; they're falling at an angle because they fell while in movement. They're going back this way. So here's what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do combat a little weird.
Okay.
You're doing a flyby.
Oh my
All right,
god.
everyone. So Mary, Cosmo, you guys have a chance to catch someone or throw a rope down. As we're doing this flyby, we're gonna give everyone just a simultaneous turn, and we'll go in order. So the ship is doing a flyby. Talos, what are you doing as the ship is flying by?
How big is the ship?
The ship is about 60 to 70 feet long.
Okay. Oh. In that case, God. All of my none of my prepared spells were very good for me. Okay. I'll do another. I'll do guiding bolt again. Second level.
Okay.
That was a 10.
That was a 10. That misses.
Bonus action.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon at it.
Okay.
That is 16.
That hits.
5 points.
5? Alright. That's something. That's something. Alright. Okay, Cosmo. You are at the bottom of the ship, holding onto the vines. The ship pulls over, and you are able to see, in order, the first person you see is Pickett, and then Skip is ahead. Skip's too far in the other direction. You're kind of in the back of the ship. So you have a chance to catch and you have a chance to catch Pickett. But you can only catch...
No.
What?
But not both.
But not both. Most likely not. So what I'll say is you can try to catch since he's the first, but at that point... Okay, no. Let's do this. What do you want to do? The first person you see coming up is Well,
I'll definitely try to catch at least one.
Okay, so you
yeah, I'll try to catch both.
All right, go ahead and roll athletics.
The nat 1.
No. Okay. So, you reach out your hand, and you try to catch and your hands actually grasp, but he slips out of your hands and he continues to fall. And then immediately after that, you see Pickett. Go ahead and roll athletics again for Pickett.
And that's a modified, 24.
24? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you see slips out of your hands and he's just gone, and then you look and you see Pickett and you're like, not this one. And you're able to grab onto Pickett, very strong grasp, and you kind of swing him around into the vines and he's able to hold on. And he's like, just kind of freaking out as he's holding onto these vines. So you do catch one of them. So we'll say the bird is up next. It is still advancing, and I'm gonna have to go to the restroom. I hate my body so much. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna feed Kaladin, so I will also.
No, suffering.
Well, Featherfall is helpful like that. Yeah, it's it's definitely a useless spell until it's suddenly not.
Okay. Hello, mystery. My body picks the worst time for intermissions. All right. All right. Okay. You stay right here. You hang out really quick. I feel like I gotta pause the epic music. The elevator music. None of this is royalty-free music, by the way. Just an FYI. DMCA be nasty.
Right.
See, the problem is we always choose to play in the afternoon. At which point I have already drinking a full bottle of water and 2 cups of tea.
Nice.
Not only am I caffeinated.
Yeah. I need a... Yeah. The coffee is always good. Kitty.
You jealous?
Kitty, kitty.
So anyways, like we were saying, okay, let's see. We're doing this simultaneously, so Mary, go ahead and you have the rope. You have the rope. You are flying by a group of people. What do you do? Tied into a lasso.
That might...
Well, I would see because you're throwing the lasso. Would be throwing is usually a dex modifier, so yes, it would be acrobatics. No, I don't think so. I think that's not quite it.
You could persuade the rope.
Yes. Okay. For who? Okay. Okay, yeah. So you try getting Sip. I'm going to say you roll the acrobatics. $14? That's just barely enough to grab Skip You freaking lasso this halfling as you're going by, and she actually goes, oof, and like is surprised. She's like, and looks up to see you. Just holding onto her. She lays back. Very grateful. But so you have pick it, you have skip. Ohm is unfortunately still falling, and behind him is the giant bird. And on the bird's turn, it is going to snatch Ohm right out of the sky
No.
in its massive talons. No, it's just doing this. As its turn, it is grabbing onto Ohm.
It's doing that right now? Fuck.
Oh gosh.
It's happening right now. And we're back to the top. Mary, you're up. Oh, Bo, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
This was a weird turn. So technically, you got to do something during this strange event as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So, I guess. All right. Before he's so has he hasn't technically grabbed him yet then?
The bird has grabbed Ohm.
Okay.
Kind of going in initiative order for this weird event, but it's all happening.
Gotcha.
Kind
Okay.
of simultaneously. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. Know what? Okay. Can I cast darkness on this bird's head?
Is darkness a fixed point, or is it an object?
Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range.
Oh.
And it's. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be there very long, but.
Because
If
it's
the
not
bird's
like
continually-
light. Light,
Right.
you can cast it on an object. A point is like a fixed point in space.
Right. Completely. If the point you choose is on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it.
There we go. Okay. I was unaware of that for darkness.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try and cast darkness on the on the bird, or on the bird's head.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it just says a magical darkness fills a 15-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, I think you just do that.
Yeah. I think light as a cantrip has a saving throw if you try and cast it on a person. I don't know if... Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a saving throw for darkness, but... Yeah.
I'm gonna say you just do it.
Okay.
It just happens.
Alright.
Okay. So as soon as Ohm is like in the clutches of this bird's talons, you cast darkness around its head, and it screeches out, and you can still hear the screech, but it starts like sorry, cat. The flying patterns of it begin to become more erratic as it's like confused, and it actually like stops in its tracks and like just kind of like flies there, confused because it doesn't.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
Well, I'll say it doesn't stop quite yet because it's not its turn.
Okay.
And because of how weird this turn went, we kind of started with the ship and then went in combat order, and we're back on the ship. So we're gonna leave off there. I think the captain doesn't know who they picked up and who didn't. So
Okay.
he's going to begin turning the ship again to see if anyone's still following. So that's the ship's turn. Talos.
How close can I get to the birds? Like,
To the bird's what?
talent?
Talons? Right now you can't get close because the bird is trailing the ship. And now the ship is turning around, so there's still kind of like movement, and there's still space between. So I'm not sure if you're hoping to like jump off the ship and get the talons, but you can't like reach out and grab them.
But like, how many?
How many feet? All right. The ship kind of dived down, so the bird is still like up high. And I would say about a 30-foot distance between the bird's talons. But the ship. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, no, they're pretty level at this point because the bird dived down to grab Ohm, but it's still 30 feet distance from the bird.
All right. I'll shout to the captain, like, because we only have one, right? That we haven't gotten back yet.
As far as you can see, yes.
So far.
So I'll shout to him, like, get under the bird, and then I would like to hold spiritual weapon to like basically, you know how like a doctor will like knock you on your knee, leg kicks out. Like I want to try to hit somewhere to where he like drops him on the.
Okay. Okay, so you're holding your action until you're underneath the bird.
Yeah, so he drops it.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. Okay. All right. Cosmo?
I think that I'll just try to like help Pickett climb back up towards the ship.
Okay. I think that can be your action and your movement. So I think that both of you are able to, with your help, Pickett is able, because he doesn't have a lot of upper body strength. You're kind of keep him in you're able to get to like the side of the ship and begin to kind of like you see up the ship, and it's gonna take you at least another turn to kind of figure out a way from the bottom of the ship that has lines to like the side of the ship up onto deck. Okay, so you guys are making your way back on deck. Perfect. Mary.
Start pulling up your new friend.
So at this point, they've stopped falling, so feather fall is no longer in effect. But she is a halfling. Skip is a halfling, so she doesn't have a lot of weight to her.
She's light for different reasons, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She's a small person, so she's not super heavy.
Josh in league.
Okay, so you pull her up onto the side of the rigging, and she kind of like steadies herself and holds on, and she looks at you and she's like, "Nice catch." Yeah, no, that was fucking terrifying. Holy shit.
We ain't out of the woods yet! I'm casting spells back there at the bird.
Lovely weather happened. All right. At this point, too, the bird has stopped where it's at and is just kind of flapping in the wind. But it is going to try to break its curse again with a wisdom saving throw. Nope. Still cursed. Okay. Bo.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm gonna like kind of I got
Yes.
Is Featherfall concentration?
So the fall is concentration. Ah.
So
Okay.
Featherfall is I didn't think it was, yeah.
Okay.
So it's yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For the fall, you keep it fast. Fly is a concentration.
Yeah.
Combat in D&D is weird, so I'm gonna say, because a lot of shit happened in a minute. Yeah. Okay. So we'll say that curse is no longer on the bird, but it is really fucking confused. So.
So. Oh yeah. So. Am I up then, or yeah? Okay. Yeah. The darkness. There's like kind of this. Eyes are kind of purplish and hazy from the darkness spell right now, as it is part of the tiefling legacy to just be able to cast this. And we're gonna form up like 3 more fire scorching ray daggers and launch them at the bird.
Excellent. And I will say, because of its darkness and its inability to dodge, your first attack is advantage.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, I guess I'll just does that show up in the thing for you guys? If I roll what I rolled there? Yeah, okay. So okay, yeah. So 14 is the first one with advantage.
Well, 14. Ooh, it's no longer cursed. 14 misses.
No.
Okay, 18.
That hits.
Oh, that should be it. And then oh, okay. 7.
Miss.
All right. So, yeah. One of them hits. And it takes oh, nice. 12 points of fire damage.
All right. All right, so you're able to throw out some Scorching Ray, and at this point, the ship makes its way back to the bird. Captain heard Talos yell to him to bring the boat underneath the bird, which he has, and he's now sort of parked it underneath the bird. There's still a quite sizable distance between the bird and the deck of the ship, just for how tall the masts are, and he's trying to keep some distance beneath the bird, but while you're underneath the bird, you're still getting the gusts of wind from the bird, so keep that in mind. But you are underneath the bird now, and you are up, Talos. You were holding your action, so
24.
Ooh.
24. Okay. Yes. You hit the bird on its joint, and it does it. Go ahead and roll damage first. 6 damage. Okay. Well, it's enough to surprise it, and his talon opens up, and out drops Ohm.
Yes.
He does take a little bit of damage.
Ah!
Oh, okay. He took 10 points of bludgeoning damage as he.
Use my bonus action to throw a healing word at him.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, no. No, you can only hold an action. Ohm falls. You're not allowed to use a bonus action. So he does take that 10 points of damage, but he is now back on the ship, if not with a hurt back.
Wind,
However,
wind knocked out of him a little bit.
yeah, so he goes out, and then kind of hits the mast on the way down, and then takes flips onto the deck.
Oh!
Pretty sick. And he's just kind of like, on the deck, but Talos, it is your turn now.
Oh, good. Okay, for my action, I'm a one-trick pony this time because I can't touch it. Yeah, I don't have anything else. So I'm gonna do another guiding bolt. 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. 13 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I want to bonus do a. Oh, wait. Wait. Don't need to. Get 7 points of damage for like health.
Okay. So you give back a majority of his health. He kind of just like from the ground gives you a thumbs up.
Feeling a little better.
All right, Cosmo.
Cool. I think I have to finish getting ticket on the deck. I don't think I can like construct other than that.
Okay. So you make your way back up. We'll say that you kind of like hold on to Picket and use the rope that you're still attached to kind of like shimmy your way back onto deck. And now you guys are both safely on deck. Everyone's on deck.
I give him like a fireman smile, like just say goodbye. Have a smile.
Picket blushes.
Oh god, yeah. You're a little busy for that at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you were flirting with the the first mate. So.
All right, let's see. Okay, so it's the bird's turn. It still has darkness surrounding it, so go ahead and it can't see you, but it can hear you, and it knows that there is something underneath it. So what it's going to do, it's going to make 2 talon attacks against the ship itself.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so hits and okay.
Insult its mother. I was just repeating Nate. Insult its mother.
It's not immune to being charmed, but
Unless you were trying to insult me.
Your mother was a chicken.
Your mother was a hamster.
Ooh. I think. Bo kind of like he's trying to like think he's what?
Okay. Well, it does apply, but it still hits.
Ooh.
Yes. Good try though. But it does. I'm looking at the wrong. Whoop. Wrong dice. So. Alright. And it hit twice. So. Okay. It does 34 points of damage to the ship itself.
Which has
It does have over 100 points of HP, but it is now Mary's turn.
He's doing his
wasn't
best, okay?
after 30 snacks. Definitely after 30 snacks.
Time out. Where's my happy juice?
So you're singing?
You want it?
Definitely you're singing.
So, like when Bo speaks Infernal.
Yeah. Pass the yeah. Salt, that's the word for it.
Yeah, it's not very smart.
I mean, it attacked us, so clearly.
And also wouldn't say hi to me when I
That's
said
a 19 minus 4, so a 15.
It's nah, it's not any of those.
The saving throw. They roll really well.
He's not fooled. He's not fooled.
The bird just. Okay. All right. That worked.
Yeah. I go after him, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna like follow to like wherever I need to get like keep it in range, and fire off another blast of ray of sickness. And that's a 9 to hit.
That misses.
The ship's moving a lot. It's just a hand kind of glowing energy from the rod and launches it, and it's nothing. And it's like, Bo's getting like visibly like starting to get winded from all this like magic that he's throwing out.
And as soon as you cast that spell with all your might, you actually feel the boat lurch, and the captain yells out to his crew, and he's like, "All right, I know I'm screaming now, but everyone keep quiet. We're getting out of here." And he just takes the ship forward as quietly as he can, while the bird is occupied with its darkness, technically blinded. Talos, is there anything you need to do?
Can I? It's gonna be dumb because the ship is too big, but I'm gonna go ahead where I'm at, cast pass without.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's a radius effect, yes?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay, so you can't get the whole ship, but you get everyone besides the captain because you're all at the front of the ship.
It works.
Whoa.
Pass without trace.
Which adds what, like a plus 10 to your stealth?
Yeah.
Yelling back at the bird even though he told everyone to be quiet.
Right.
Alright, Cosmo. You're back on the ship with Pickett. The ship is moving away from the bird.
Stay quiet. I don't know. I can't do. I'm a melee only, so I'm just gonna chill with Pickett.
Okay, so at this point, I want everyone to make stealth rolls with a plus 10.
All right.
Is there any way on my turn that I could just try to be really stealthy because I have disadvantage? Oh wait, we have plus 10 though.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be fine.
It should help. Oh.
Oh no.
I got 1. Plus 2, which is 3. Plus 10 is 13. So.
Okay.
Yeah. At which point the spell like physically like grabs me.
What did everyone else roll?
I got a 14.
14. Tails?
20.
23.
Okay. All right. So, I think that what happens is, sorry, Bo. when the boat lurches forward, you are on a higher piece of deck here, and you lose your footing, and you do fall over the railing onto the bottom of the deck here, making quite the amount of noise. However, with everyone else's stealth checks, it wasn't enough to catch the notice of the bird.
Yeah, the magic is enough. There's enough magic stealth to muffle any.
Exactly. So it sounds almost like you're hearing the noise through a door.
Oh.
Well, it's your turn, but we could also be out of combat.
I was gonna say, why are you... But
Okay. Does sleep require a verbal component?
and those are ands, yeah. Can bards cast spells quietly if they're using instruments? Or
I mean, you could, yes.
is this worth the... Ask yourself, before you make a decision, is this worth it, the risk? Yeah, we're currently we're only speculating here. So I am currently on my back right now, like
Okay, so you cast sleep. Do you cast sleep? All right, roll for it. You cast a spell, and nothing happens. The bird stays awake. How long does darkness last?
10 minutes or until I lose concentration. Do you want me to make a Constitution saving throw for falling off the rafters?
I do want you to make a Constitution saving throw, indeed.
Okay. It might have. All right. Here. Fudge. What? I rolled a 5. Well, I rolled a 3 plus 2, which is 5.
That one's, man. Okay, so you actually, when you fall off to the lower deck, you actually kind of hit your head on the ground. And as you like shake your head off and look up, you can see darkness dissipate.
Oh.
And we still in combat orders, so Mary did go. Sleep failed. Bo, you're up again.
All right. Yeah, I'm at a point where I'm casting, I'm throwing out cantrips, so I'm gonna cast Chill Touch. And that's that's 14 to hit. I am out of everything else, thank you very much.
14 misses.
Yeah, so this, yeah, the spectral ghostly hand just kind of like, nope.
It is the ship's turn, so it's going to use all of its movement.
Full speed ahead, Captain!
Look up. Okay, so it. All right. Okay. So it. Let's. Okay, everyone roll stealth again.
Alright. I'm not sure I want to use the auto roller anymore. It's not helped me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 27.
It's a plus 10, so I got 12, alright?
Ooh.
Spoilers. Cosmo has a long name.
There's a bird just losing its mind outside.
Yes, we know. That's what we're fighting. We're working on that.
What did Cosmo roll?
I got a 5.
Plus
So
10.
15.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
15.
Okay. Okay, so the ship is able to move away stealthily. And you actually see behind the ship this like smoke begin to emit from the ship. And it kind of just surrounds like the back of the ship, covering your path in smoke, obscuring your view from the large bird.
But, you know, that ship goes both ways. Yeah.
And what happened was it's not like dark smoke, it's white smoke that looks cloudy-ish. And if you look, I'll leave it at that, but for now the bird doesn't seem to be pursuing you. And you seem to be getting away.
Oh, that is clever.
And we'll say we're out of combat for now.
Ooh.
For now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oscar kind of pokes his head out from a sleeve, and I kind of give him a few pets. It's just...
He seems a bit nervous, but
Okay, well, that was wild. And yeah, pull out hard alcohol. Yeah, pass it along.
You hear from the hole in the top of the deck a voice below, and it's Dirk, and he's like, "So, dinner? Yes?
Definitely.
No?"
Please.
Dinner would be good. Oh, gosh. Uh. Huh. Pick it.
Oh, no, I still have to make it. It's gonna take me an hour.
All right.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. One. Yeah. The just one is enough to satisfy a grown man for an entire day. How many did you have? 4. Yeah. I was just kind of sitting next to the, like, against the side of the deck there, like upper deck. It's like, does that happen often?
Good question.
The captain. The captain, he's just also looking a bit tired from the day's events. And he goes, no, that is the first I've ever seen it.
I guess we're just lucky like that. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I am aware. I have to live with me.
Oh.
I'm a pro. Sure thing.
I kind of smack him a little bit. You're being too loud.
Oswald goes to sleep. He's done.
Just curls up on the deck.
Wake up when there's food.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Just Nice moves, by the way. That was
Thank you.
good. Easy there. This is stronger than you. Yeah, this is stronger than you think. Not right now. With something less expensive, perhaps.
Get ready for bed.
Yeah, just kind of just
And dinner.
rest until dinner's ready.
And Skip, before they also settle down, just patch up that hole that the bird created on the deck. And kind of makes a note to also check the ship's masts, since they received damage as well. But everyone is pretty exhausted at this point. You all have dinner, but it's a relatively quiet evening. Everyone's energy is practically spent. 3 of them, their lives flash before their eyes. um, and they each thank you profusely for saving their lives.
Cheers. Cosmo does another fireman smile.
Oh my gosh, don't encourage them.
But it quickly becomes night. The ship settles in a relative silence. Are you guys in roll 20 right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are. Okay. Fantastic. It settles. You all, sorry, my cat is harassing me. So let me feed her real quick.
All right.
And then we'll get to the evening.
What?
What does that mean? Is F. Weird.
So settles. Oh my god. A calm. I like how I said that. A calm settles over, and then you roll like 100 d10s.
Oh yeah.
Is a calm settles over the ship as it slightly rocks. I wouldn't say back and forth, but in a kind of like weightlessness. And most of you find sleep rather peacefully, except for Zetsubo and Cosmo. You both find yourself having a difficult time catching any rest. Cosmo.
Yeah. So I guess I move out from the hammocks and start walking out on deck. If it's not having a good time, falling asleep, but
Patreon. Subscribe to my Patreon. I mean, coffee.
Coffee.
Wonderful. And you two hear this his midnight ramblings in his sleep. The
at least he's not in the at least he's not doing that in the bunks.
Cosmo, you do hear Zetsubo get up and leave to go on deck. And there are some.
How about Cosmo, when he went to sleep on the deck, he didn't actually wake up for dinner, and now he woke up and he's cold and he's upset and he's Zetsubo walk out. So Cosmo's already on deck, awake.
All right.
So,
okay, so Cosmo, you already awake. You're on deck, and
Did you not make it back down? At dinner and everything.
It appears not. Do you think there are leftovers?
I think Dirk saved you. You'd have to check in the galley or something.
A nice guy. I will.
Yeah, sleep, my old nemesis.
It is a clear evening,
Maybe more like.
and
Sorry.
it's a clear evening. There, hardly a cloud in the sky, and the entire ship's deck is bathed in moonlight. You notice that it seems to be a full moon tonight. I guess you've lost tracks of the phases of the moon. It comes as a bit of surprise to you.
Huh.
Cosmo tries to like meditate a little bit. Right. So he likes the moon. They're buds.
Yes.
And as you're both just quietly on deck trying to find peace, you both hear a distant sound.
Hype.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
Okay. Well, I haven't gone insane yet.
Well, not any more than I am.
That's less encouraging.
The wind seems to pick up a little bit.
Well.
Okay. Also be excited.
As you two look around, at the head of the ship, you see this tall, lengthy creature. It is well at 8 feet tall. I mean, it seems humanoid in that it has 2 arms and 2 legs, but where its head should be instead rests a bright white skull. And protruding from that skull, 2 long, entangled antlers. And this figure is just standing there, staring at you.
I don't remember him on the passenger manifest. Mary's asleep.
Hello there.
As you call out to the creature, it looks at you with 2 empty eye sockets. The skull is almost deer shaped. It's not human shaped. It's animalistic.
I mean, those are ravens, right? But yeah, on your sweatshirt you have ravens, right?
Oh, yes, these are birds. Its skull is more of like a mammal, not a bird shape.
Yeah.
Yes. And you don't see a mouth move, but you hear a voice speaking to you, and it says, and it kind of like shifts, and as it shifts, it makes a sound like tree branches breaking, like a cracking noise, and it says, the Green Man presented to me a very unique challenge to track down a mortal being lost somewhere among the multitude. He told me you, and he raises a finger towards the 2 of you, are the ones searching for this mortal.
Ah, yes. I understand why you're here now. Yes, I'm searching for a companion of mine. Can you find her?
Its
Who
shoulders.
can't he find?
Hmm?
Who can't he find? That's what I said.
But his shoulders kind of like they shuffle as if he was letting out a chuckle, and you hear a laugh, but again, no mouth moves. And he looks at you and he says, I can find anyone, but. And he kind of makes his way from the top of the deck down the stairs, slightly closer to you. And he kind of tilts his head and looks. His skull points towards you, Bo, and he says, "You hardly possess the physique of a hunter."
That is true,
Nerd.
but I have a strong prowess for the arcane, and I am willing to learn.
Mm. And he tilts his head. Says, yes, I see a drive within you. When the green man sought me out, I told him I serve no one. Yet his challenge intrigued me. I have not been presented with such a challenge in many, many years. I can guide you if you are willing.
Name your price.
And he tilts his head to the other side.
Very brave.
And he goes, I do not ally myself to mortals, not just any mortals. They must be as dedicated to the as I am. Are you willing to dedicate yourself to the hunt, to me? And be warned, young one. Once you take this path, it is not one you can turn away from.
I'm willing. You'll find my ambitions have carried me far.
I can sense that in you.
I will not turn from this challenge.
It extends its hands towards you. And he says to you, your staff.
And
he takes it. And he towers over you, for both of you. And he holds it up to him, and he turns to the side, and again, with no mouth, he kind of breathes out this pale bluish white breath that surrounds your staff. And before your eyes, it turns into this dark blue wooden longbow. And as he hands the longbow to you, when it transfers between your hands, that blue whitish smoke surrounds it again, and it turns back into your staff. And he says to you, call upon the predator inside, and you will summon the weapon of a huntsman.
I understand.
Learn what it takes to be a hunter, a predator, a tracker. Take the drive inside you and let it guide you. I will return again on the next full moon to measure your progress, and then we can speak further of your venture into the plain.
I understand.
Excellent. And then you can kind of see his head turn in a way, almost like his eye socket is trying to focus on Oscar, and he just kind of goes, and he doesn't say anything. And he turns, he kind of turns and starts heading back towards the head of the ship, and he stops, and he looks over his shoulder, and he goes, oh yes, the green man wanted me to relay this message to you. Remember where the roots lead. And he continues walking forward to the head of the ship, and he tilts his head, and he chuckles, and then he leaps off the side of the ship and is gone.
Thanks for stopping by. Oh, good job, Bo. Looks like you got a lot to do. Don't let him down.
Yeah, this kind of calm demeanor just kind of cracks a little bit, and like you kind of see it's been trembling this whole time. Oh, I do. Well,
Cosmo gives him a pat on the back.
guess I'll have to get to work then. Just a loud snore from the top.
Mary's snore travels in the silent night, breaking the fucking tension.
Well, suddenly I'm sleepy again.
Yeah,
Head back to the bunk and try again to sleep a little more.
Cosmo also decides to sleep in an actual bunk, not on the deck.
Okay.
Maybe he'll hang himself.
He'll be fine.
Meanwhile, Talos is like perfectly poised in her hammock, like completely unbothered.
Oh, yeah, just yeah, so yeah, does Talos even need to sleep for all of this, or does she just do it for recreation at this point?
Just to pass the time. She
Yeah.
really
It's something to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Talos is bad at anything. My take.
Yes, everyone, you're taking a long rest.
Yeah, the real question there, yeah.
If you're taking any damage, but I don't think anyone did, Dirk's dinner healed you right up.
Yeah. Yeah. I was debating if it was worth it trying to get hit so I could actually launch Hellish Rebuke at him at some point to do a little more damage. But it yeah, based off the fact that its 2 claw attacks did more than my total HP, yeah, I think I would have died. it would have been like clawed out and like. Ugh.
No, the only reason I had you in roll 20 was to hear the ambient sounds.
Okay.
Hmm.
I was gonna say, can the bird go away then?
Let's see, bird is
It's gone.
gone.
Yay! Hooray!
There is now a patch right here, though.
Yeah.
This was when, that's actually old as well. That was when Talos was setting up for the lightning storm. Those were the lightning rounds. Yeah. Okay, well, the rest of the evening passes without incident.
That's good.
And you wake up the next morning, and the crew is in very bright spirits. And Skip lets you all know.
I know we just survived, against death-defying odds, but most people aren't this chipper in the morning.
My God.
Do you need help getting down? No, you heard him. He doesn't need help. I'm gonna let the crew members help him out if they do.
Pickett walks over and begins like, "What? How did you even?" He's like trying his best to like untangle the mess you found yourself in.
Does he just like spin down at some point?
It's just like cartoony. Well, when you yes, so as you guys all walk on deck, and the captain is already at the wheel of the ship, and he goes, "Well, I'm glad you asked. I wouldn't necessarily say we're heading for land per se, but if my eyes don't deceive me." And he looks out ahead and makes a very dramatic motion of it. And you look behind you past the head of the ship, and you see a dot in the sky. And if you look very closely, you can tell that it is some kind of floating island. And you have finally made it to your destination of Avalon. And as
If we had not come along, it would just be the captain, maybe. A really good thing that we are here. Are we getting paid?
You are getting paid, yes.
Yeah. Captain.
They hired us. We hired them.
Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way. Do you know of any teleportation circles in Avalon?
He makes a face like, Gotta be honest with you there, Bill. Don't know much about magic.
Okay. Well, yeah. Just thought I'd ask.
And as you guys approach Avalon, you can see that its structures are beginning to take form, and it is this massive floating island resting amongst the clouds. There are large waterfalls kind of falling off the sides of the island, and you wonder to yourself, how does that work? And you see it's kind of these mountainous structures of like these tall skyscrapers, all carved out of stone, and they're very open. They're not enclosed like the structures in Acelia, where there's just doors and windows and walls. It's all open arches, and you can tell this even from a distance. And as you approach closer, you can see that there is a myriad of flying creatures traveling all across the city, and next to you, two large wyverns come up to the side of the ship, and they are being ridden by two humanoids, each with their own humanoid, and they just kind of pull up next to the ship, and before flying off also towards the city.
These guys are friendly, right?
The captain, seeming unbothered, he's like, "Hi, they're friendly. These are
Okay.
just the locals."
Okay. Just
Where's your
making
local?
sure. Just
Okay.
making sure.
One of them kind of slightly waves to you, and and you're getting closer and closer, and the ship eventually docks at the port. And it's kind of scary because, like the docks of Acelia, they kind of protrude from the island itself, and below you is just open sky. They're unlike in Acelia, where if you were to fall off the ship, you would fall into the water. Here at Avalon, it is a straight plummet into the sky.
You would fall into the water eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually. But even from this height, you can't see the water below you. It is all surrounded by white, fluffy clouds. And you guys are now docked at Avalon. And there seems to be a hustle bustle coming from within the city. Turn that down a little bit. And the crew begins to bring up the cargo from down below to unload it at Avalon. And the captain turns to the four of you and he says, "Well, it's been quite the adventurous couple of weeks. And I have to say, I owe you a huge thank you. Because if it weren't for the four of you, I can't even imagine to begin to think where my ship and its crew would be."
I have theories if you want them, but
Yeah,
No,
I think
it is
we can
fine.
guess.
okay. I see. That was.
He laughs heartily. He's like, "I will miss you all. You definitely brought a certain liveliness to my ship. And for that, precisely, and for that as well, you will be paid a bonus for all of your help on the ship." And he hands you a sack of gold. And as he's handing you the gold pieces,
I can buy dinner now.
Maya actually runs past all of you, and she goes, where's my stuff?
How many gold pieces?
35 gold pieces.
75?
35?
75.
Like 7-5.
75.
It's half a spell.
Yes.
Oh.
And as Maya runs past the four of you, she goes, "It was nice meeting you all, truly. Captain, Thank you so much. I'm gonna be going now. And the captain goes, "Hi, Maya. It was great working with you, and we will be wishing you luck." And she goes, "Captain, it's been a true pleasure, and I won't need luck." And she turns and runs off into the busy crowd of Avalon.
Spunky one, ain't she?
I just closed his mouth.
I was gonna say, really, because I could have sworn I had a cloud over my head all the time, but is that just, I don't think I didn't think it was raining luck.
And
Oh, what? I have. Sorry, I just realized I have aura of protection now on this level. Yes, now I have +3 on all saves. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to forget, but
I'll do my best to remember myself.
crazy.
The captain turns to go back, just help with the unloading of the ship. But he asks you all, "So, will you be staying in Avalon for a while?"
I suspect as much. I'll be honest, I guess we are just, yes. We will be staying in Avalon for a while.
Well, I would recommend it. I know my ship and I are staying for a bit for the festivities, and
Oh.
I asked because we won't be right back for at least until the festival is over. So
I
just
understand.
making sure you were aware of that. Pardon?
What festival is this?
You have no idea about anything on Avalon. You just wanted to fly in a skyship.
Pretty much.
Just kind of shuffling awkwardly. Well,
And I suppose. Got the
Yeah.
Wyvern Festival? Yes, well, considering none of you don't look like flyers, the Wyvern Festival is a celebration of the sky and flight. You know those creatures you saw flying next to us, those things that look like dragons? Those are wyverns, and the Wyvern Festival is a race of the best. It's where the best flyers across all the land come to race on their wyverns. And Maya is entering the competition as the only human right now.
Oh. Hey, Mary! You ever ridden a wyvern before?
Would you be willing to be a wyvern?
Wait. Bo gets like a thought and starts like flipping through his spell book.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get a chance. Cosmo is going to use Find Steed to get a wyvern.
Well, oh snap.
But they're not dragons, right?
That's
they're
true.
Like
They're not dragons.
I would leave this up to Amber before.
Well,
Shut up.
with your recent arrival to Avalon, your current arrival to Avalon, your discovery of the Wyvern Festival and what that could possibly entail for you, your friends, and the city itself, I think we're going to leave it here for tonight.
All right.
And we'll pick up again on another date.